And I could see the way he was moving. He looked like a pit bull that has been caged up for weeks with no food. And honestly, I did a TikTok post about this today where I think it was Ric Flair. And Ric Flair was like, woo, like, I'm pretty, I'm bad. Like, doing like this. And my caption was like, POV, when you stashed Miles Bridges for 4 weeks and he comes back healthy. Moral compass aside, right? So there's a whole conversation if you should have him on your roster. Should you do it because of the charges that he has against him? There's like a whole moral dilemma associated with Miles Bridges. And I'm aware of that. I'm sensitive to that. And I don't make any joke about that. That's a real thing. And for me, just know this channel, me as a person, a human, a man, like, we do not tolerate like any kind of violence, especially domestic violence or violence against women. Like, we condemn that behavior. We condemn that behavior on this channel. Now, with that said, for fantasy basketball, these are numbers from a player going into an imaginary team. So if you drafted him and you held, you're in a good spot right now. If you grabbed him off of waivers, which I did in a couple spots, you're okay right now. That doesn't mean that we're out here like wearing a Miles Bridges jersey, wearing a Miles Bridges hat with a Miles Bridges tattoo. I'll let the court system work that out. In terms of his fantasy production, I believe he's going to be what he is. And last time he played basketball, Breezy, he was like a 19-10 type player. 20-10 type guy. And he got a chip on his shoulder. He going to be playing with a grudge. I watched that first game. Like, I was covering that first game for Roto World, y'all. I watched it in detail and wrote about it. And I could see the way he was moving. He looked like a pit bull that has been caged up for weeks with no food. He looked hungry. He looked angry. And he looks ready. So I think that he's going to do well. I do think, to answer the second part of your question, how will his teammates be affected? I think P.J. Washington and Gordon Hayward are going to take a hit, and maybe a little bit for Brandon Miller as well. But that's my take on Miles Bridges.